Okay. Asalaamaaleykum askan wi asalaamaaleykum képp koo xam ne waxtu wi yaa ngi bàyyi xel Jubala TV yaa ngi ko déglu si àdduna bi ñu ngi leen nuyu di leen sant man la seen xarit seen soppe Lolly Ceesay tey nag ñu ñëwar laa leen si suñ programme bi educational hour bi buñ dee am every Saturday from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock seen host Lolly Ceesay tey suma tur yi dafa absent waaye tey nag maa ngi leen andil benn guest ki nga xam ne koo xam ne ku garaaw la daal kenn du ko waxantoo waa si biti ñëpp xam nañ ko ñu bari duma wax turam nag dama ko def mu nekk surprise after ma bàyyi ko mu nuyu ak askan bi.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you so very much, Lolly, the host, and then thank you so very much, the viewers. My name is Lamin Ceesay, a student of University of the Gambia, and then working as a procurement practitioner at the University of the Gambia. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Lamin. You're highly welcome to our program. This is the educational hour that we have every Saturday here in Jubala TV from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So today our topic of discussion will be centered particularly on public procurement. As you're known for, Lamin was a teacher, a runaway teacher, now a procurement officer at the University of the Gambia, and again studying procurement rights at the University of the Gambia. I think you will be the perfect guy to tell us what procurement is all about in the Gambia and also. All right.
Thank you. I think I'm one of those students that are trained by GPPI, that is Gambia Public Procurement Institute, right from certificate to diploma and advanced diploma. So from there on, I was lucky enough to get an internship at the University of the Gambia through the recommendation of the compliance of GPPA, that is Gambia Public Procurement Authority. And then after my internship, I was lucky, being so much satisfied by my bosses, and then I got an employment at the university and now pursuing my degree. Okay, when we said public procurement, probably this is a new, let's say, a field of study or a specialized where many people did not know more about. And then public procurement, this is the acquiring of goods and services by using public fund, meaning we buy goods and then works for our employees or the staff of the institutions that you are working for by using public fund. So in precise, procurement.
Yeah. Thank you very much. No, I'm solo. This is a big definition. Public procurement is a process of acquiring goods and services by using public funds. Like so, we have public fund to the people out there. You know, have an idea about what public procurement is. And if I stand correct, like for example, this public procurement that people are studying now at the university, and then GPPI is also an institute that people have been trained from certificate level to the advanced diploma level. Nekut lo xamne comme ñu bari dañ ko xam, not so, because personally man bu ma ko xamé yaawut, you understand. So su nekké da nga bëgg waxal nit ki out there, the layman out there, nga explainal ko, let's use the word of language so that ñu nekk fale ñu xam lan la mean, because bu nga define da nga use the word public fund, understand. So what a waxal gaay lan moy public fund? What are you going to tell them, please?
Okay, public fund moy let's say the citizens. Okay. That is taxpayers' money. You dey pay namu ini, and then so lo moy taxpayers' money. That is public fund. Or muna neka I don't know whereby you neka biti romi to buy big deka bi Harris. All those are public fund. Okay. So usually I have to put this up. Let's say 70% of the budget of the nation is all spent on public procurement. So the other 30% is spent on presidential directives, security, amenities also. So you see, come procurement dafa nekk loo xam ne citizens and whatsoever 70% lu ëpp doole bi yëpp si procurement la they spend. So that is procurement. And then taxpayers money mooy askan yi waaw loolu mooy public fund.
Okay, understand ne olof bi leerul loolu waaye jàmbaar nga li nga dégg si olof su ma ko déggoon si soose ni kon ne waaye comme briefly loo explain mooy léegi di public fund moo nekk xaalis si citizen bi su wee xaalis si citizen bi moo nekk ñoo xam ne ñu ngay fay naamu waaw ñuy fay juuti si marché bi ak yooyu noonu yëpp we call it public fund so danga gis ne government bi xaalis boobu noonu leen di use di def procurement léegi danga xool ne di layman out there dañ dee gis ne waaw nguuri Adama Barrow wala government bi jënd nañ li si ministry bi def nañ la si ministry bi waaye xamul process bi the procedures involved in this ba yooyu yëpp muy am government moo def li kii moo def la ñoom xamuñ so to me procurement lañ dee follow ñu def loolu noonu yëpp understand nga te procurement boobu noonu ñu ko responsible ci réew mi loolu laa bëgg nga waxal askan ñoo ñooy ñan ak naka la yoon bi day jaar ba loolu yëpp mu am.
Okay, in short, comme si gàttal rek da nga bëgg the process of procurement comme suñu gisee président jënd na lii am nañ lii nii comme procurement daanaka. First thing that we all need to know is procurement is not done in isolation. Like Kennedy do mën a def procurement. Procurement is a teamwork. But procurement officer moo mu fa or a procurement practitioner pour mu guide in accordance pour mu dem loi kenn bu farale benn supply over another one. That procurement officer loolu moo liggéeyam most of the time. So process bi lu mu dee dooree mooy request bi the end user moom moo dee ñëw ak requisition so request boobu su ñëwee daf lay dem procurement so procurement officer lu mooy def dafa wax pour seen request bi mu binda specification su wenn specification mooy exactly doo wax da nga am intention bi comme like soo fekkee da nga ne li nga bugga da nga wane li nga bugga but lu the components of loo bugga so loolu la moo specify si kayit bi so boobu noonu you have to make sure as the procurement officer comme xam ne jaaykat yu bari ñu nekk si marché bi te suñ how to call it
you can use the English language.
Yeah, our aim is like to make a competitive between prospective suppliers.
Yeah.
So if that happened, we need to make the specification so competitive, whereby a lot of prospective suppliers to have opportunity. So if that happened, you have to make sure that the specification is competitive. And then you send it to the finance director, Ma'am Halisli. You ascertain like fund is available through procurement bi mun a am so you should sign it and everything then you send it to the accounting officer mooy the head of the institution boss yi institution bi kay moo tam mu sign and then mu start there so from there on nga solicit nga dem si marché bi nga ut quotations if it is nga then am different procurement if it is project da nga advertise whatsoever but if it is this single sourcing RFQ yu xam ne yu ndaw yi leen da nga dem si marché bi nga dem si supply nga jël quotation nga compare against your evaluation criteria then you noonu la dee demee after that process supply bi di supply already then you make payment but it's different process so like project yi la wala whatsoever there is advance payment yoo xam ne you give advance payment nga jox ko supplier so que construction or heavy procurement waaw so daanaka noonu la in precise yeah
thank you very much foog naa loolu leer na explanation bi képp ko xam ne itam dégguloo English sax leeral na ko bu baax a baax si olof bi ñëpp dégg nañ ko léegi lu ma la doon laaj mooy the body responsible for all this how do we call the body responsible for this procurement in the Gambia how do we call that
the body that regulates procurement?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know like a GPPA. Yeah, Gambia Public Procurement Authority. You know like the body. You know like the oversee all procurement, public procurement. You know like the legal institution guri not the private one. Lo hamne ñu ñëpp ko bokka askan yi ñëpp ko bokka so ñoo they make sure they regulate and then they give approval or disapproval lo hamne xaalis bi it's not your waaw make sure that public funds are spent judicially
foofu laa bëggoon mu leer parce que xam nga ñeneen ñi xamul kan moo ban body moo responsible for this public procurement di gaa ñeneen dañoo lii rek ñoom nguur gi jëndal leen ñoom dañoo foog ne dañ koo génne from the account rek dam spend ñu ne waa nguur gi def nañ li xamul the procedures involved ak body boo xam ne moo responsible loolu moo tax ma la ci la question boobu pour ñu leeral ko fii nii you understand good léegi loolu yëpp bu ñu demee after wax nga ñu body bu responsible pour pour loolu yëpp te fii comme loo fi gis rek comme nguur boo gis muy dem rek am na loi body boo gis mu organisation boo gis muy lifin am na am na constitution am na loi yoo xam ne ñoo koy guide understand nga so tey suñ ñëwee GPPA as the body regulating public procurement in the Gambia of course xam nañ ne there are rules and regulations guiding that body so ñu ndax mun nga ñu soo leeral tuuti rek bu dul lu bari sax nga parce que time bi mayit ñu ko nga leeral nañu si tuuti rek pour ñu mun a understand lan ñuy luwaay
okay then am ñetti loi the first loi mooy the act boobu noonu moo nekk the first law that guides procurement officers or that guide procurement in this country. From there we have the regulations. Regulation also further explain the act. The act is just like it's just a small book, but the regulation further explain the act. Waaw loo xam ne leeru si act bi the regulation daf ko faram-fàccee.
mel ni act bi daal mu si biir regulation bi if you can say that.
No, regulation bi moo nekk si yeah something like that. The act moo nekk first. Then nga xam ne leerut. Regulation moo ko di explain ak waa regulation for better understanding. And then the third one is the instruction. Daf la instruct la so those are the three. Those are the three laws that govern or that regulate public procurement in this country.
Good. Kon leer na ñun ñëpp dégg nañ ko Ndoor Lamin Ceesay loolu la explain a procurement student and also a procurement staff at the University of the Gambia. Ngeen bàyyi xel rek ne yéen a ngi topp fii si biir Jimbala TV education hour bi every Saturday from 11 to 12 o'clock suma host bi tey Lamin Ceesay man seen host suma guest bi Rada Lamin Ceesay from the university. I'm the host, Lolly Ceesay. Okay, bro, you proceed from there. Like, we're going to explain about the act and the regulation of governing public procurement in the Gambia. Understand? Legi, to be a very professional procurement officer, what are some of the qualities you must possess as an officer?
Okay, the first quality to be a good procurement officer is you have to know the law. Procurement danaka mu dem ñu yépp loi la te you cannot do anything loo xam ne is not within the law and then law mota we have the body that body mooy to ascertain you are within the frame of the law so anything or anytime you want to do procurement and then you need approval then what are the GPPA ñu jox la approval so the quality of the public procurement practitioner is one to have the law like you know the law you have the knowledge so knowledge bi mooy xam-xam naka nga ko defee because daanaka procurement dafa nekk liggéey boo xam ne sa liggéeykaay bi ñëpp seen bot mu si office boobu noonu dara gaay lu mu bëgg rek yàlla yaa ko dee jënd rek gaay so and then pour gaay xam ne tam xaalis bi yëpp comme foofu noonu balaa xaalis bi di génn through procurement la mooy ñëw all these millions or let's say in billions so ñëpp seen bot yi dañoo nekk foofu noonu so yow as the procurement practitioner da nga war a pare bu ma la pare pour xeele da nga war a pare waaw professionnel exactly da nga war a pare nga xam sa liggéey nga xam ne loo mun a def pour dimbale sa institutions so that you have to know the law you need to know the knowledge and then as a good procurement officer or the quality is da nga war a xam market da nga war a xam sa suppliers ñan soo bëggee lii nii si kan nga war a dem aussi ñangaay dem ne ko si kan ngay dem because loolu si ñangaay dem and then you have to know the let's say the so defee market research or market surveillance you'll have the confidential price or let's say the estimated price of those goods with that suppliers yi du la mën a nax noonu pour nga overprice loo xam ne dafa yaa sa der ëllëg so these are few of qualities of a procurement officer. First, you need to know the law. Second, you have to have the knowledge. More than GPPI, you get trained, procurement students. We have other institutions like the, the procurement, but GPPI you get a public procurement. So you get international procurement shifts also. Yeah.
Wow, I'm solo sister Birwa. You have to know the market, you have to know your suppliers. You can see being a supplier and a single source. If I stand correct, you know, come like open tendering. Yeah, open tendering is the best method of procurement. So good. It's not the best, right? It's the best. I think. It's the best method of procurement. Look at Monica the best. Why is open tendering the best method?
Okay, so when open tender is the most preferred or the best method of procurement, more it give chance, it give opportunity to all prospective suppliers to participate. Do mona wane yo bokulo ki bokut wala nga collect quotation seeking is open, and then so open it's like you advertise. You advertise either in newspaper, and then the new regulation league in fact you have to advertise in local radios for you have to read or you have the demo school so advertise in radio those local vendors didn't muna diga come is lumbuga ak lumbugut you understand so make open tender that will give opportunity to SMEs to suppliers or economic operators to participate, so that's why it's the most preferred.
I think that's where honesty, accountability, and fairness comes in. Exactly. Because so definitely you're open to everybody. The center at one person, key the your contract, but really young open to you have opportunity no. Good. So from there, the will lead me to the Modugal as a commission, the ongoing commission right now. Honestly, I want to see Google too. Yeah, because there is an ongoing commission right now called the Local Government Commission. Yeah, you get lot of procurement officers, lot of procurement personnel, the all four for no answer question. So how do you see that commission?
Okay, commission is ongoing.
Okay.
As a young procurement practitioner, there are a lot of things. So, and then what are some of the measures that I have to do in order for me to protect myself and then my organization at large. So, the commission is so far so good. All the procurement practitioners in this country definitely dimbale nakala how to call it, protect ourselves. So some of the lapses or mistakes among in awarding contracts, in doing our procurement, we go hamly. Yeah, so commission I will so far so good. It's a learning point to all the procurement practitioners and then upcoming one or aspiring procurement officers. We follow it, we dig our seniors. They've been there for years, or they've been there, before, less in early 2000s or so. The experience that they had, the shortcomings, the constraints, and then we can take that as a learning point.
It's a very good classroom for us, the young procurement officers coming up. Good. So I will still stick on the commission because man co-follow not always, but sometimes them co-follow. Interesting stories they come out as you know, because I'm story a laptop in the Gambia was sent to Nigeria for a maintenance. So what they story I laugh. I feel that's funny, because it's very interesting. A laptop that is sent to Nigeria from the Gambia just for a maintenance, bro. So you know, so as a young procurement officer in the move.
It's something little bit, or I will not say little bit. It's something that is very funny. But again, it's a one-sided story, and then it's alleged, not yet proven, guilty or so. Kuko def or kun alleged moko def diga ngusi kuko nono. But what you understand as procurement officers is sometimes some specification determine what kind of laptop we want. So that specification will lead to that laptop bundenda. There's a possibility that a laptop is sent from Gambia to Nigeria for maintenance. If you acquire a laptop, high sensitive laptop, it has this high sensitive specification, probably Kula supply laptop, the supplier wasn't here. You understand? So, or the supplier is not even here. And then you signed probably a warranty period. maintenance. For instance, I'm giving an example. So if it is in that scenario, so the supplier have the right to send the laptop there when there are faults for maintenance. But personally, I don't think that is necessary because then I'm fish supplying they can supply any kind of laptop that you want. So I don't know what lead to it, and then ñu xaar ba commission bi mu
commission
jeex
bi
ko wala kooku su ñëwee we hear from him or her.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, kon loolu leer na parce que dafa nekk loo xam ne mu si boppi askan bi ñu ñaa ngi ko waxantoo so xam nga bu révélation boobu génnee rek nit ñi de nekk wow this is interesting because dafa nekk loo xam ne kenn mosu koo dégga because nit ñi understand nga because xamuñ comme li nga fi wax rek moo fi nekk we don't know the motive behind why is that laptop sent back to Nigeria we don't know whether it was bought from Nigeria to the Gambia xamuñ ndax parts yoo xam ne mu si biir laptop bi the person cannot have it in the Gambia moo tax ñu they have to take back that laptop to Nigeria for maintenance we don't know well comme noo ko waxee rek we wait for the commission ñu ñëw joxal ñu seen final recommendation bi therefore society bi ñu ñoo xam lan moo waraloon laptop boobu noonu génn from Gambia to Nigeria only for maintenance so ñu delluwaat si commission bi rek bu yaagut there was a sitting that was cancelled because chairman bi dafa génn si ñëw ne tey very unfortunate we're not going to have our sitting because by a procurement officer from Basse ko xam ne moom lañu waroon a invite he's nowhere to be found. So what do you have to tell us about that as a procurement officer?
I have to affirm this again. Like, okay, that's what the chairwoman said, and then we don't know what is the reason for that procurement practitioner, whether he absconded or whether he was sick whatsoever. He have reasons, and I believe he or she will be back. And if he or she is back, we will hear from him or her. I don't know whether it's even a lady or a man. I don't exactly know. Is it a lady?
Anyway, the chairman said he is nowhere to be found.
Okay, then let's say so probably, he is out and so forth and so on. So we don't know that yet for now.
Okay. Léegi comme like lu mun a lifin si album to me comme loo wax moo si nekk currently xamuñ his reason of disappearance xamuñ lan moo tax mu daw commission bi mu génn dem because noonu lañ ko mun a ooyee because he was invited in advance but bu bés bi jotee he was nowhere to be found so nuñ ko mun a gisee moo nekk ne he ran away whatever might be the reason we are yet to know but what we know is from the chairman he is nowhere to be found so ñun noonu lañ ko mun a jàppee ne nekkul si daw na the reason lu tax mu daw we don't know well it is as a procurement officer that person that person is not at GPPI. That procurement officer from Basse was somebody who was taught at GPPI. Understand? You are somebody from the GPPI. In fact, I forgot to tell the people watching that he is the president of the student union at GPPI. That is Lamin Sise. So from you as the president of GPPI student union body, di nga xam lu bari ci biir organisation boobu noonu ou ci biir institution boobu noonu. So da gis na sa collègue ku nga xam ne he is trained at the same institution as you were trained moom lañ oo tey pour mu ñu justify boppam waxal ñu lan la nekkoo woon ci place liggéeyi kaayam den dem jëli ji ko because wax nañ ko in advance so bi bés bi jotee gisuñ ko dafa daw so da nga gis ne man to me ak society bi because ñu ko wax dafa asi bad reputation to the institution lan moo tax mu war a daw muntu ñëw honestly ñu faam li génn waxal society bi lan la doon def foofu noonu in the past years he was there.
Okay. First, I would say GPPI is a noble institution that trains a lot of wonderful procurement practitioners out there, and then they are grooming a lot of people because the professions that they have, they train people. Then what I have not in any institutions there. I'm not saying he's a bad one anyway, but this is a general, under explanation. Like in any institutions, there are good product of that institution, and then there are bad product of those institutions. So if you pass through GPP appropriately, I'm not sure you're able to do that. Some people go by GPP and then pass through GPP, or GPP pass through you. So that is it. So I believe he has his reason. Okay. It's a commission. He was called and then nowhere to be seen. Let's wait for for his how to call it? Is this like why he was not around? Mute also. I think he might have a reason.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. My cameraman will my signal the time léegi jeex na waaye dama profité rek bala ñoo jeexal ma wax la loo xam ne comme like society la ñu ko wax the moment you are appointed as a procurement officer you are the richest man in the country. What do you have to tell that?
Well, that's the misconception of the population out there. I would say procurement in central government as procurement clerk, assistant procurement clerk, procurement officer, since salary are below. Teachers are even paid more than them. But it's a different case in parastatals where they design their own procurement or their salary. And then so you in ministries, in projects also, you know, you government lend FS, a project more lend FS, so it depends. So it's a general misconception, like if you're a procurement officer, then you are rich. It's very, very vulnerable procurement and it's very tempting because so jele halisi askani yanko ame wala yanko spend so anything hidness you understand so ke yo nit nga ko xamne you are not trained xam lolu wa comme lu mal ko waxon jangulo am lo knowledge bi because we have others in the field that did not go through procurement jangun ko they are just there to practice procurement. So most of this misuse of public like public fund more halis bi no nga dajé nga momé ko so also America you know people see you driving vehicle by compound traveling all around the world and then you know it's a concern because man suma la gisé yo tay man ak yo ngi in school et le ma gis la yang am sa own car sa own vehicle like
man fofu la nga ñëwé man ci classe bi ñi ngi ne la
I have to ask you xale bi foko jëlé la la dé liggé procurement ma gis kenen tamit disi procurement ma gis kenen tamit kenen procurement so I'll have that notion like okay that is it so but we have very very honest procurement officers out there ñu xamné you know they're there for their country they want the country to be developed in no matter what and all circumstances with all you know anga dafa vulnerable very very vulnerable to corruption. You know, so
I thank you very much bro for that. Comme na legi comme time bi je na dama la bayre nga tagato askan bi na tagato jërëjëf.
Yeah, thank you so very much. Jimbala TV. I'm glad to be here for the first time. I'm also very glad that my own sister, right from Gambia College, 2016 to 2019, I'm glad that you invited me here to say something about public procurement. Mangi santa ñep you know ñu nekk di setan you know and then the whole management of Jimbala and then I'm grateful. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much bro kon askan bi ñoko dégandol waxtane nañ fi lu am solo discuss nañ about public procurement waxal nañu procédure bi c'est té da nga xol ne képp ko xamné yaangi togon fale xamulo lan moy public procurement xamulo naka la yoon bi di jaaré tay leer na nañ la mi ci té leeral nako comme ñu ko waxé rek suma bro dal la affaire bi yaga na from 2016 to 2019 ñoko def Gambia College dara ñaawut ba tay ñi ngi anda kon duma wax dara lu na la thank you very much for coming because time bu mala info was very short while set loolu yépp dang man nangul ñu tok fi tay invite la kon jërëjëf la am mala thank you very much viewers see you all next Saturday at the same time at the same place inshallah.